Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is JoeNeverFails, and this is my video reaction to the Final Fantasy 15 Uncovered event that went down yesterday at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles, California. Um, First and foremost, as a really big fan of Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy 15 is something that I've legitimately been following for almost a decade. Not somebody that's just like on the hype of what this game is. I was incredibly blown away by the Uncovered event yesterday. I was a little bit. I think I was a little bit disappointed in some of the information that had leaked earlier in the day. Just be the first person to say it. Fuck you, GameSpot. Fuck you, yo. Fuck you. Suck a dick. Eat a dick. Lick my butt. Whatever. It's immature. I don't care. Incredibly unprofessional as a video gaming organization, as somebody that should be priding themselves on the information that they can send out into the universe. That's fucked up, man. Regardless, we got some information yesterday that for one, I had absolutely zero clue about. There was some information that people had known, like some people in the gaming community knew about that pre the event. So it wasn't like a really big release for some people, but for the general population, I think for somebody like me, I was really impressed with. I was really impressed with the information that we got yesterday. We found out an incredible amount about the game, some very cool reveals, and I think at the end of the day, I'm not going to go into a list of the whole thing. I'm just going to give you like a basic, like what my impression was, and leave you with a question to think about and contemplate. Um, I I was impressed. I was really impressed. I think that Square Enix and Hajime Tabata, like they've just been doing their research, and the amount of respect that I have for them as an organization right now is it's colossal. They're doing things in a way that it's not like this game isn't just another video game. It's not just another Final Fantasy to Square Enix. Like this is redemption for a lot of people. This is a game that's going to make ripples on another generation of gamers, another generation of Final Fantasy fans, and it's like, hey, we're sorry. Let's get back to our roots. Let's do this in a big way from here on out. It's a game that's really going to be changing things. To have a full-length feature movie, an anime, music with incredibly popular people involved, a mobile app, and the video game itself, to have all of these things uh, like basically coexisting around this game before it comes out. I think all I know is whoever's creating the concepts for these things needs an award, for what they're putting together. Incredibly smart business strategy. I think just the sales, they made $8 million last night in about 10 minutes, which is to be expected from the hype from this game. Super fans will be involved in that. $280 for the collector's edition, all sold out. 30,000 pre-sale copies, all sold out in about 10 minutes. A little salty. I don't have the money to afford something like that in my life, but who knows? I don't know. I think I just want to play the game and keep involved with that way. The action figure would be nice as a big fan and as a guy. Just I love action figures. Very fucking cool. But I digress. The to see them attacking the market, to see them attacking the world in the way that they're going for, to be involved with people's lives in such a big way, to have, it's like the tweets, Final Fantasy underwear, Final Fantasy condoms, Final Fantasy toothpaste, like they're reaching out and they're trying to grasp a huge part of the market. And I don't blame them. I really don't blame them to look at what Square Enix has done in the last 7 years to what they're doing in the next 7 months, possibly, possibly a year, with Final Fantasy 15, with the Final Fantasy 7 remake, and Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out, all probably within the next business year, maybe less. It's really exciting to be involved with Final Fantasy, and I'm just very impressed. For them to be thinking along the lines of something farther reaching than just the world of gaming, tying into Sean Beam and everybody involved in the movie and the voice acting in the movie. Incredible actor. How could they not pick a better guy to play somebody that's gonna die than Sean? I mean, come on now. Is that not the perfect fucking guy for this shit, dude? To see, and I'm gonna keep it real for a second. I cried yesterday to see them putting in and like literally reaching out to such a classic song and getting Florence and the Machine to sing the song. I just think it's really smart. Like they're really firing on all cylinders, and the biggest amount of respect goes out to Hajime Tabata, who really, I mean, he's putting it together, man. He's really putting it together, and he's putting it together in the big way. Whoever's doing their marketing and the promo and whatever it is, they're all capitalizing on the moment and the hype that is. Like, they didn't say, hey guys, by the way, this demo is going to be available. Brand new demo, by the way, too. This demo is going to be available in 30 days. It'll be available in July. It'll be available in the summer. It's available right now, and it's free, and you can do it right now, and you can pre-order right now. Like, from a guy who used to sell cars for 4.5 years, this is like sales 101. You don't get somebody buttered up and rev them up about something and then say, hey guys, by the way, a year from now you can buy it. You're not going to start a conversation with a chick and say, hey, by the way, do you have time a month from now to come over to my place and hook up? Like, is that something that you're down with? No, you do it right now. Oh, snapperino. But you know what I mean? The hype's too real. That's really, I think one of the smartest things that they've done is just get into the moment and realize that people are excited about it now. People have been excited about it for a decade. The hardcore Final Fantasy fans have been excited about it for a decade, but also at the same time understanding that it is 2016 and that there's a much larger demographic out there of people who have never played a Final Fantasy before that could get involved in this game because of the things that they're reaching out and because of the effort that they're putting into stuff like this. Me personally, I'll tell a quick story. This will probably be the last thing, and then I'll leave you guys with a question to think about. I started playing Warframe, which is another PlayStation free-to-play game, about a year ago, and I was playing a couple months ago. And it's a different type of crowd. It's a free game, so you're going to get some ragamuffins. You're going to get some crazy people playing the game itself. So I got involved, and I started talking to some guys in the game, some friends. They were jumping in my PlayStation chat, and they say, hey Joe, like, what do you do? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, hey, I'm a Final Fantasy 14. I'm a Twitch partner. I'm a Final Fantasy 14 caster primarily. And one of the guys goes, oh, word. Y'all, I've never played Final Fantasy before, but I'm going to get 15. I go, why, dude? Like, we've never played a single Final Fantasy. Like, I was intrigued. I was curious to see, like, what was it that drew him to it? And he goes, you seen that water, though? That water, though. Final Fantasy 15 gonna be crazy. And I started flipping out because, like, just that by itself is a draw to see how beautiful this video game is. The engine that they are using in this game is absolutely insane. To know that the water effects, just the special effects created by the water, had provoked a feeling in somebody strong enough for them to get involved with the franchise, I think is absolutely incredible. I think that that's amazing. Second to last thing, I got to bring up another point. One of the things I found out yesterday was that some of the high-res images that they have released for the 4 main characters in the game with Noctis, Prompto, Ignis, and Gladio, some of the high-res images were like the creative point, and a lot of where some really cool cosplayer friends of mine gathered their creative inspiration for their costumes that they brought to the uncovered event. And I was talking to Death Charge Cosplay yesterday, and they showed me how detailed these images were. You could literally grab this image. It's all of the 4 like main images of the characters, standing images, and just zoom in to the textures, to the threads. To see the amount of detail that they've put into this game to every single one of the characters, it's incredible. It's absolutely nuts. It's a whole other level. I'm just really excited to see the game and to see it in the finished product, to see where they're going to go with what other summons are involved in the game, to really get involved with the story, because I think the story is something that's they haven't really let a lot of people know about. And I'll leave you guys with this. So, for me personally, although there's a lot of hype around this game right now, and it's very exciting. I think one of the big themes for it is like the theme and feeling of companionship and the bonds between people. Unfortunately, and as a very big fan of Final Fantasy, my brain likes to think ahead, and the question that's on my mind as a Final Fantasy fan is, who's going to die? And I'm not saying that to like burst anybody's bubble, and I don't really honestly want to discuss it, but it is very interesting, and it's a cool talking point for right now. I'd like to hear what you guys think about it at home. Like any great story or any big build-up, I think this comes from and draws parallels to Shakespeare and Romeo and Juliet, with Juliet dying. With any character, when you invest time and energy and attach, there is a relationship that's built. And when that relationship is destroyed, all of that happiness and love and joy is turned into pain and grief and loss. And it's painful, but it provokes an emotion, and it's compelling, and that's what I really feel makes this brings it to life. It makes it really real. When the video game makes me feel something more than just, oh, silly enjoyment, you know what I mean? Like when it provokes a feeling and it creates that in my heart, I really enjoy that. I really do. That's what I look for in video games. I look for that serious sense of immersion and how it can impact me. You know, I'm not going to get that from Flappy Birds. I'm not going to get that from, you know, some bullshit, you know, whatever, like Super Meat Boy, whatever, you know, what have you. But to see how serious they've been building up these bonds between Noctis and Ignis, his confidant, and Gladio, his bodyguard, and Prompto, the good-looking, like, comic relief, to see them build these serious bonds, my brain thinks, and it goes forward and moves forward to who's going to die. How are they going to use loss? Who are they going to take away from us to provoke the greatest emotional impact? Now, that's what I'll leave you guys with thinking. There have been, my production value, it's going down. There have been rumors that one of the four is a spy. He's a mole. So I don't know I don't know where that began or whatever it is, but that was something that people were talking about and chit-chattering about yesterday. Me personally, I don't know if I'm going to give any credit to that or any weight to that at this point in time, but I do want to know. For me personally, I think I'm not going to say anything on a video, but I'd love to see what you guys think. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments. If you like this video, if you like my reaction, I'd like to do more stuff like this in the future. This is going to be a super quick reaction video. Zero production value, just very live. I've dropped my camera 3 different times, but I hope you guys enjoyed Final Fantasy 15. I hope you're playing the demo right now. I hope you've watched the first episode of the anime as I have. I'm going to be casting the demo as soon as I get home. And then in the month of March, I'll be doing a Final Fantasy VI playthrough to touch on the feels and try to grab some more serious super fans, because that's what I do on my broadcast. I broadcast games that I love, and I like to get in touch with people that love games as much as I do, especially in the Final Fantasy line. I really don't think I'd be sitting in this chair, you know, in Los Angeles, California, if it weren't for me falling in love with Final Fantasy VII. If you want to know any more about that, you can check out my profile, twitch.tv/JoeNeverFails. You can like the video, subscribe, share with your friends that might enjoy it as well. And hopefully I'll see you guys again in the future on another reaction or just another rant about something else. Outside of that, take it easy. Have a great day, guys.